Mike. 54 and 80. Right there, 55. Rip left, rip left. Big air. Kill. Watch the eye. Check. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, let's get this. Lost ball. Check right. Here we go, 47. Silver. 26.
Here's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Kill. 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Going to 54. 180.
Throwing. Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack, and remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Armstead.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Man 5-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run it with Armstead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, kill.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's put that team on the bus. Corky, 82, Corky. Bravo. Check 55, Mike. Hey, here I come.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I'm coming after you. We're going to 54. Go, get out there. Let's get off the field, D.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
16 yards. First down, Dallas.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Here we go, 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On second down, Prescott again. It's caught. Cooper. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go. 280. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, stand.
A give running right is Armstead. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Lou. Switch.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Go. 280. 54. Time to go. Night. 4 Tokyo. 54.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, 47. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Watch the twist, watch the twist. So we're going to 53. Check, 55.
First down, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Then we're going to 53. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. We're going to 26.
Prescott to throw this time. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Run for Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On first down, Wentz. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
There we go, Pac-Man. 120! 46 down, man, 5-4! Go!
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 36-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches.
Hey! Wahoo!
Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Deon Cain, incomplete. It's now third down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And an alley to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, kill! Hey, forward, don't kill! Sunday!
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Wentz, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Walk 54. Tackles.
Wentz now on first down. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Rush in. Kill. Hey, turn it. Sunday.
Wentz going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Room here to run. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left.